Good morning. It's pretty early. Welcome to the channel, Gray Cloudy Day. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. We're going to do a Fifth Agreement reading. I'm going to read a few paragraphs from the Fifth Agreement today. The only thing that I don't think is happening is when I make the playlist, I'm not quite sure that any of the videos are in order. So I apologize for that. If you do ever go to the Fifth Agreement playlist, you might have to figure out which one to start with yourself. I may be able to go back in there and look at each one and figure out, okay, this is the beginning video, this is the second video. At some point, I might try to do that, try to see if I can put them in order, but I add them to the playlist as I do them, and I just assume they're in order, but I don't think they necessarily are. Oh, by the way, I'm Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment, and I hope everybody's doing good this morning. But yeah, we're going to do the Fifth Agreement. I'm going to pick up where I left off. If you'll remember, we've been in the movie theater, you know, like where you found yourself looking at yourself, watching the movie, and you realize the movie is about you. And then you go into another theater and you see your mom sitting there and your mom's watching a movie, but the movie that's on the screen's about her, and you start seeing yourself there through her eyes. It's talking about the main character of your story and then the secondary characters of your story, as opposed to you being a secondary character in everybody else's story. I just wanted to kind of let you guys, if you haven't been following any of it, and you just turned on to this, let you know where we were at. With this awareness, you realize how ridiculous it is to say, my beloved doesn't understand me. Nobody understands me. Of course they don't. You don't even understand yourself. Your personality is always changing from one moment to the next, according to the role you are playing. According to the secondary characters in your story, according to the way you are dreaming at that time. At home, you have a certain personality. At work, your personality is completely different. With your female friends, it's one way. With your male friends, it's another way. But all your life, you made the assumption that other people knew you so well. And when they didn't do what you expected them to do, you took it personally, reacted with anger, and used the word to create a lot of conflict and drama for nothing. Now it's easy to understand why there is so much conflict between humans. The world is populated by billions of dreamers who aren't aware that people are living in their own world, dreaming their own dream. From the point of view of the main character, which is their only point of view, everything is all about them. When the secondary character says something that doesn't agree with their point of view, they get angry and try to defend their position. They want the secondary characters to be the way that they want them to be. And if they are not, they feel very hurt. They take everything personally. With this awareness, you can also understand the solution. And it's something so simple and logical. Don't take anything personally. I've been having to really hunker down on that one here lately this past week. Just every day, just having to remind myself, hey, it ain't all about you, Gray Cloud. It ain't all about you. Let's continue because we're almost done with this chapter here. Now, the meaning of the second agreement is profoundly clear. This agreement gives you immunity immunity in the interaction you have with the secondary characters in your story. You don't have to concern yourself with other people's point of view. Imagine that. You don't have to concern yourself with other people's point of view. Once you can see that nothing others say or do is about you, it doesn't matter who gossips about you, who blames you, who rejects you, who disagrees with your point of view. All the gossip doesn't affect you. You don't even bother to defend your point of view. You just let the dogs bark, and surely they will bark and bark and bark. So what? Whatever people say doesn't affect you because you are immune to their opinions and their emotional poison. You're immune from the predators, the ones who use gossip to hurt other people, the ones who want to use other people to hurt themselves. And there are a lot of people that way. A lot of people aren't happy unless they're in a chaotic situation or other people are unhappy. Their happiness comes through other people's unhappiness. Anyway, let's get on with this. Don't take anything personally is a beautiful tool of interaction with your own kind, human to human. And it's a big ticket to personal freedom because you no longer have to rule your life according to other people's opinions. This really frees you. You can do whatever you want to do, knowing that whatever you do has nothing to do with anyone but you. The only person who needs to be concerned about the story of you is you. This awareness changes everything. Remember, awareness of the truth is the first step to self-mastery. And that is what you're doing right now. You're being reminded of the truth. Now that you understand this truth, now that you are aware, how can you take anything personally anymore? Once you understand that all humans live in their own world, in their own movie, in their own dream, the second agreement is pure common sense. Don't take anything personally. Yeah, like I said, I've had to take a step back a few times this week. I am actively, I even mentioned this to a friend the other day, that I remember the first time I ever had the 4 Agreement book. Like in the 4 Agreements, now this has been years ago before he even released that there was a 5th agreement. But in the 4 Agreements, it talks about one of the ways to practice the 4 Agreements, or the 5 Agreements now as we know them. Have them, written down and placed on, like say, on your refrigerator, up on the wall somewhere where I can see them. I don't have that going on anymore. I used to have them written down and had them up. I think I had them up on this wall back behind me. That's something that I'm going to do here in the next few days. I might do that today, but I have an appointment this morning, doctor's appointment. Just a regular checkup, but I am going to address a few things and try to get some referrals to a couple of try to get a few things underway, just about my life and being more responsible. Still waiting to see I don't know what day my sister is off this week, so I don't know when she'll get in touch with me about my birth certificate and stuff. Hopefully, we still got 3 days in the week, so hopefully that's today, tomorrow, or Friday. I don't know what day she's off. So, but other than that, yeah, sometimes even Gray Cloud forgets that people aren't always trying to, even things that are good that people are saying or doing about you isn't necessarily personal either. It says that in the books. It's like, don't even take the compliments so personally. Because sometimes, even taking all these good comments and the good, oh, you're so great, blah, 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 blah. Well, that can go to a person's head. That can get you, believing that you're better or more than you are, So I'm just checking myself here lately, just trying to make sure that I maintain my own sense of awareness for my own self. And like it said, the more that I learn not to take things personally, then I realize I'm my main character and I'm the only one. I need to be concerned about my story, about my life, about the way I view things. Not about the way you view things, not about the way that you believe in things. That's not my job. That's your job. You know, you believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. And we're all in our own dream. But we are sharing a collective dream as well. And if you look at what's going around in the world, just look at it every day, you see that the dream of the planet is pretty much in hell. That most people are walking around in a hell in their head. They're like stuck. Even me sometimes. But I gotta say, I'm a lot better place than I have been in a long time, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm very grateful for every one of you that do interact and then give your opinion and give your thought processes. It helps me, whether it's a critique or whether it's a compliment. It does help. And I'm trying to learn how to ignore some of the things that are said and done sometimes. You know, like, especially on the internet. It's just the internet. Even in person, there's a lot of people that'll talk crap. I used to deal with that all the time, and you just learned how to tune it. You tune it, you let it go in one ear and out the other. Hey guys, I'm in a pretty good mood this morning. I hope you are. I hope you have a wonderful day. Like I said, here in a few, like, I'm up earlier, or I'm up at the regular time that I normally get up, but I'm going ahead and knocking this video out. It's a little bit longer than I anticipated, but we're going to, you know, I'm going to start uploading it, prepare to go about my morning and get things together, and then be ready for my friend David to come pick me up and take to the doctor. So we're going to end it there, and I really hope that you do have a wonderful day. You know, and once again, I will let people know if you're going through something, don't feel like you can't, like, comment or say, hey, I'm not having the greatest day, or hey, I'm having a wonderful day, whatever the hell you're doing. You know, if you want to share, feel free to share. Cause I know that there's people that are, like I said already, like me even, they just long for human connection, like real connection. So, Mr. Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. Ditto.